All right, let's kick this off. So, startups, right? About 90% of them just implode within a decade. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, you'd think it would be funding, that's the killer, but apparently not. What's really the deal here?
Exactly. People always assume, oh, they ran out of money. But it turns out that the biggest problem is that founders are building products no one actually wants. It's a
Yeah,
market need issue, plain and simple.
right. So it's like you're so passionate about your idea, you ignore whether anyone else actually needs or wants it. Sound about right?
Yeah, it's like being so in love with an idea you forget to ask, does anybody care? And the data backs it up. The main crux is simply no market need.
That really changes the game. And now with AI in the mix, there's potential to actually flip the script, isn't there?
Absolutely. AI is stepping in smartly. Take tools like ChatGPT or Perplexity, for example. They can simulate customer interviews, validate pain points, and basically give you a sneak peek into what the market really needs before
Right?
you even write any code.
Wow. So instead of spending months building a product, you can quickly test if there's an appetite for it. That's like the modern version of having a focus group on steroids, right?
Exactly. It's like getting an early reality check. Tools like Framer also help here by allowing you to build a working site in, I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
10 minutes. It's a huge unlock for startup founders who are looking to validate and iterate fast.
But wait, doesn't that raise a concern? I mean, if you have AI automating the validations and even the creative parts, like copywriting, pitch decks, slide designs, is there a risk that it just speeds up the crash of bad ideas?
Oh, totally. That's the flip side. AI is like high octane fuel. If you're headed in the wrong direction, it just speeds up the failure process. And that's a brutal truth. It just amplifies what's already broken if the core idea is off.
That's kind of a wake up call, isn't it? So essentially, AI isn't a miracle cure. It's more like a tool to help sharpen your direction. And if that direction is off, the AI is doing its job, just a bit too well.
Right, right. So if you're a founder with a half baked idea and no funding, what should you do? First, you validate like crazy. Use AI to scour Reddit, Quora, even YouTube comments for real pain points. Ask yourself if there's a genuine need.
I love that. And then, once you've tapped into that market reality, you can build a dirty MVP using tools like Notion, Framer, or Softer. No code means no heavy development time wasted, right?
Exactly. It's fail fast and fail cheap. Try it out with 20 strangers. If they're not excited to use or pay for it, then drop it quickly. Save your energy and resources.
That makes sense. And isn't part of the issue that startup founders, especially first timers, end up doing everything? Marketing, sales, product design, fundraising? They're juggling it all.
Right, which brings us to another big benefit of AI, preventing founder burnout. It's not just about the idea validation, but about getting relief on all those fronts. AI can take
Yeah,
over tasks like copywriting, investor updates, even basic customer support, freeing you up to focus on strategy and growth.
exactly. It's like having an extra pair of hands or an extra brain, helping you deal with the day-to-day chaos. And if you think about it, maintaining sanity is half the battle in the startup world.
For sure. Consider like Pictory, which repurposes content so you don't have to keep reinventing the wheel, or ChatGPT handling your investor updates so you can actually get some sleep. It's all about delegation.
That's a great point. This whole approach is about making more shots on goal and having more energy when you take them, instead of burning out before you even get off the ground.
Right on. And it's kind of empowering when you realize that AI isn't going to stop all the failures, but it gives you a better shot at not repeating the same mistakes, especially regarding that core issue, building something people don't really want.
Definitely. It's a tool to help make sure you're not like just automating a mistake. But here's my question. Do you think there's a risk that founders might overly rely on these tools and ignore, gut feelings?
I get that concern, and I kind of see it. Look, it's all about balance. AI tools provide data and quick validations, but if you completely ignore the human element, like understanding customer emotions,
Yeah,
you're in trouble. It's essential to use these tools as a complement, not a substitute, for real human insight.
that makes sense. So it's a bit of a partnership. Your gut and your tools working together to iron out what's viable.
Exactly. And to wrap it up, if I had to really zone in on one AI tool for a new founder, I'd lean towards tools that streamline and consolidate your workflow. For me, it's been Framer. Getting a landing page up instantly gives you that feedback loop you need.
I hear you. Although I might have a slightly different take. I'd probably champion Notion AI. It's like having an all-in-one notebook that helps you think, plan, write, and even organize your chaos.
Oh, that's a solid point. I mean, both are power tools in their own right. It's like choosing between speed and structure. Framer gives you quick market feedback, and Notion AI helps organize your overall strategy. Both are
Yeah,
invaluable.
totally. And that diversity in tools, it just shows how the startup landscape is evolving. These tools are making the barrier to entry lower, but also raising the stakes in terms of execution.
Exactly. And when founders are armed with these insights, validate relentlessly, build fast, and leverage AI smartly, they're more likely to dodge the classic pitfalls that have doomed so many startups before.
Yeah, it's refreshing to see a pathway that's, less about blind passion and more about informed action. It really brings a new perspective to the startup narrative.
For sure. And think about it. If startups can cut down on burnout and erratic resource spending, then they at least stick around long enough to actually iterate
Yeah,
and learn. It's like you're building a smarter engine to keep the venture running.
but let me throw this at you. Do you think sometimes we might be over-validating ideas with data? Sometimes missing that creative leap? Like, can AI really capture that human spark?
That's a fair challenge. Look, while AI provides loads of quantitative validation, it might not capture every nuance of human emotion. But then it directs you to trends and pain points you might have overlooked. It's a trade off, speed and scale in validation versus the organic nuances of human insight. I think the key is not to rely solely on AI for the whole picture.
Right? So it's more like an accelerator rather than the whole engine. You still need that human element to feel the pulse of the market.
Exactly. And when founders keep that balance, they're in a much better position to move quickly, learn fast, and adapt. Plus, having AI to help manage the day to day grind can make all the difference in sustaining long term focus.
Absolutely. The takeaway here is clear. Use AI smartly to validate, build, and even support your mental stamina. But don't let it override that core question. Does this actually solve a real problem?
Right on. So, to anyone out there with a killer idea or even a half baked spark, remember, validate relentlessly, lean on AI to streamline your process, and listen to your gut about what truly matters. Because at the end of the day,
Yeah,
it's about building something people will actually love and need.
well said. And with the right tools and mindset, maybe that statistic will start looking a little less grim, huh?
I sure hope so. Just remember, fail fast, learn quickly, and use every advantage you can to prevent burnout. The next generation of startups might just be the ones that get it right.
Totally. And for those tuning in, keep hustling smart, keep questioning, and always stay curious. Thanks for diving into this with me.
Anytime. Catch you all next time, and keep building smart in this ever changing startup world.